So how on earth are you going to start using Upwork without any previous case studies, portfolio, or statistics on your profile? Let's talk about it in today's video. So guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new around here, please drop me a like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on notification bell as well. Turn on that notification bell as well. I don't know why I've said that so many times and I'm still messing it up even to this day. But anyway, guys, you get the point. Turn on the notification bell and drop a like, do all that good stuff. So real quick, guys, let's talk about how to actually get started with Upwork. Even if you've got no stats, no portfolio, no previous work, no nothing basically. Let's say you're starting from scratch. Now, first and foremost, for Upwork to get started, you do have to be 18 years old. Unfortunately, that's their rule, I believe. Don't quote me on that. Yeah, it's actually 18. Yeah, definitely 18. You have to be 18 years old. You also want to make sure that you're using your real name, your full address as well. And you also want to make sure that you've got some sort of driver's license or some sort of government ID, such as a passport. Now, in order to start, what you're going to do, obviously, is you're going to create a freelancer account. Now, on Upwork, real quick, guys, there are two different, technically there's three different types of accounts that you can actually create. There's an agency account. That's the one we don't use. Actually sounds weird, saying this. By the way, first and foremost, I'm not affiliated with Upwork in any way, shape, or form. I believe I have to say that. So anyway, long story short, there's three types of accounts you can create. There's a agency account, there's a freelance account, and then there's a client account. Now, your agency account, you're not going to create an agency account, even though you're going to be running your agency from your Upwork profile, if you will. We're not going to create an agency account. We're going to create a freelancer account. Now, a freelancer account is where you go to make money. A client account is where you go to spend money on hiring people. So your client account is where you are the client, you're hiring somebody to do a job for you. Whereas your freelance account is where you go to actually get hired by, quote unquote, hired by somebody, and you actually make money from doing a certain job for that particular person. Now, when it comes to, setting up your profile based around social media marketing, Facebook ads, social media management, that sort of stuff, there is some times in the year where I wouldn't say it's oversaturated, but Upwork does this thing where it doesn't allow people to actually sign up to the actual platform. Now, if that's the case, if you, for example, try to sign up to a freelancer account on Upwork and you put in social media marketing and it doesn't, allow you to actually sign up, if you will, if it rejects you, basically try it again the second time round. But if it rejects you the second time round, try it a third time, but this time change what you're doing from social media marketing to something that's really not in demand, such as like English to Japanese translation. I know it sounds crazy. No, you don't have to know a word of Japanese or anything like that to actually, do this. But basically what's going to happen is you will get accepted for something that's very, very low in demand. So like English to Japanese translation. So put that in, get accepted onto the profile, and then as soon as you get accepted, change your profile back to social media marketing. Now, here's what you're going to do. So this is what I like to call reverse engineering success. So what you're going to do, guys, is you're going to forget about your portfolio for now, just for now. And what you're going to do is you're going to take a look at people who are already offering your service, and you're going to reverse engineer their profiles. And here's what I mean by that. If you're going on, Upwork in order to close, some Facebook ad clients, what you're going to do is you're going to go and find people who are already offering that service. So what you would do is you would type in Facebook advertising into the top box, and then you would actually go and look for talent. So you click on the little look for talent bit, or the people that are, hire freelancers, where it says, it will actually pop up on the bar. It says something on the lines of, hire freelancers or something like that. And what you're going to do is you're going to actually look for talent. Then what you're going to do is you're going to set some filters. You're going to set the filters of people who have a 90% job success scoring up and people who have earned more than 10K plus. These are going to be the creme de la creme, the top of the top dogs, if you will, who are on the platform making, decent money, quite serious money on Upwork. And you're going to look at their profiles. You're going to replicate what they're doing successfully. So you're going to find a couple of profiles that you actually genuinely like, that capture your attention and that really, look really good. And what you're going to do is you're going to identify what they have similar to each other. And you're going to use that as inspiration to build out your profile description, if you will. And you're going to basically use their layout as well. So if they've got a certain layout in their description where they're talking about one service and breaking it down what they do, and you like that and it catches your attention, it makes sense, you're going to replicate that. Now, I don't mean steal. Don't just steal it word for word. I mean replicate it, as in, what's the saying again? Good artists copy, great artists steal, or something like that. I don't know what the saying is, but it goes something on the lines of that. Then what you're going to do is you're going to take a look at their portfolio and take a look to see what they've genuinely got inside of their portfolios. Now, there's two different kind of methods of doing this, and here's what I mean by that. If you're offering social media management, so content creation, posting content, scheduling out content, that sort of stuff, you don't really need a portfolio in the way you think you do, as in like past actual work, if you will. What you need to do is create a sample kind of portfolio item, a couple of them actually. So here's what I recommend you do. Pick 5 industries that you're kind of, and when I say industries, I mean niches. So pick 5 niches that you're kind of genuinely interested in, and then create demonstration content around those particular industries and make it look very aesthetically pleasing. So you can go to places like canva.com or around the internet and find templates, and you can actually go and create content that looks really, really good for those industries. So let's say one of your industries is the food industry. You would like to work in the food industry, like restaurants and stuff like that. Then what you would do is you just type in restaurant Instagram post templates into Google, and you can literally find restaurant templates in Google and actually start using images off the internet that you found and actually put them into these templates and build out a portfolio and put that onto your profile. Now, the way how I understood this, the way how I actually figured this out is when I was hiring a video editor. One of the video editors I came across this is for my own YouTube channel, by the way, and this is how I figured this out. When I was coming across video editors, I remember there were people that didn't have any past results or anything like that, or any past work, but what they did have was sample reels. As in, like, they went online, they found sample kind of like stock footage of, like, video, actual stock footage from probably places like, Pexel videos and stuff like that. If you're familiar with like Pexels, there's like a video version of it. And what they did was they downloaded the videos and they put it into a timeline, if you will, edited it up, they spruced it up, they color graded it, they put, call outs and stuff like that, graphic text here and there, and transitions, and they, changed out the audio and stuff like that, put audio behind it. And that showed me the capabilities of their actual, their capabilities of what skills they've got, what their capabilities, if you will, just in general. So long story short, these dudes didn't have previous work. They just had a sample reel. Call it a sample reel. So what you want to do is you want to take that same concept as a sample reel and actually implement that for your portfolio section if you're offering social media management. Now that's for social media management. Now for fit, and that, again, that's where I got that concept from, real world experience, if you will. So you want to, and the funny thing is with Upwork, when you're offering social media management, they only really need to know 2 things. Can you speak and write English really well? And can you create good looking content at a drop of a hat? If you can do those kind of like 3 things, create content quickly, read and speak and write fluent English, and you can create good looking, aesthetically looking content, you're good to go. We're not really in this business to be trying to grow them organically. I don't do like for like, replying to comments, replying to DMs. I don't do any growth strategies unless it's like running ads, if you will, like little growth ads. I don't do any of the growth, if you will. So all we're doing is we're just literally a glorified content creation and posting and scheduling agency, if you will. So that's the social media management side. So on the other side though, guys, if you're offering something like Facebook ads or some sort of other like paid traffic service or some sort of opportunity offer like email marketing or like Facebook ads or Google ads or SEO or something like that, which is actually designed to make money, you're probably going to need some case studies for this. Now, the way how you go about getting case studies is you need to build out a team first. It doesn't make sense trying to go straight after Facebook ad clients if you've got no case studies. The first thing they're probably going to ask you is, have you done this before? And why should we hire you? That's literally the 2. If you can't answer those 2 questions, there's probably no point even doing this. So go and find media buyers, put them in place on your team, and then get them to leverage their actual case studies. This is something I teach in a one-to-one program. I even vet and help you find your media buyers because I'm actually inside your business. With a one-to-one program, I'm inside of your business and we build it out together. I help you vet your media buyers. It does come with a full money back guarantee. So this is how you're going to do it. I also give you the contract as well, where it states that you are allowed to use your media buyers case studies without you running off. So it's like a fair use contract between you and your media buyer, so that you both trust each other, and it works every single time because they are obviously seeing you sign a contract together that states that you can't use their case studies without and if you land a client, you can't run off with that client and then give it to another media buyer. That media buyer has to get in on that deal, if you will, and make money. So it's a very trusting contract, if you will, and this is something I give in a one-to-one program. Now, with that being said, guys, what I do recommend is you do get started with Upwork straight away. Even if you've got no portfolio for social media management, go out there and actually start landing clients, guys. Literally, when I first started, I had a really weak social media management kind of like portfolio. I don't even think I even had one. I think I just talked about what the process was. That's a good little tip as well. Talk about your process and how you create content, what what sort of software you use, how you actually build it out, what sort of content you're able to create, that sort of stuff. And then show your capabilities by putting this content together in terms of genuinely the content that you've actually created, if you will. Just go and create some content. Don't create fake businesses. What I'm saying here is just go and create sample content. That's all it is, sample content. If I was a gym owner and I said, do you have any previous work I could see, you'd say no, but I have this content here that I can actually create for gyms. And you show me a whole kind of like album worth of Instagram posts that looks like it's being built out for a gym. I'd be like, oh shit, you've got the skills. Let's talk some more, get on a call with you, and then you might end up closing me. It's the same concept, guys. It's not that hard. I don't understand why people think that this is so hard with social media management. With Facebook ads, yes, it's a little bit difficult because now you have to find a media buyer and put them in place, which is why I always recommend starting off with social media management first and then switching over to Facebook ads a little bit later, because you can then find your ideal media buyer. At that point, you've already got cash flow, cash coming in, and when you got cash coming into your business, everything else becomes so much more easier. But that, guys, is how you're going to go create your profile and get started with Upwork, even if you got no past results. Now, even if you can't find a media buyer for Facebook ads, right? What you could do is you can actually use a case study of a case study. Now, I don't mean robbing other people's case studies, but talk about a case study that you've seen online and how you're able to replicate this for real estate agents or for e-com businesses. So actually go and find case study online. Just type in Facebook ad results for e-commerce brands and stuff like that. Go and find some results online, if you will, and sit there and actually genuinely soak it in and understand it. And then talk about how a brand over in the UK or from the US or Australia that you've learned from use this similar strategy, and then actually create like a PDF slideshow presentation walking through what each of the steps were, how you actually target, how you actually create the creative, how you come up with the copy, and then talk about your actual process. At least show something is what I'm trying to say. And then you can actually go, and that's if you can't get a media buyer and you've got no past case studies. But if you obviously got case studies, you can obviously just use your own. Or if you've got a media buyers, then what you can do is you can put it into another slideshow presentation, or if it's your case studies or your media buyers case studies, you can put it into a presentation anyway. And let's talk about the process for like step one. What we need to do is get good creatives. Creatives are the most important bit, because that's going to stop people, capture people's eye, which then leads on to people reading the actual copy. Then when it comes to copy, this is how we create copy, and break down your strategies for coming up with good luck copy, if you will. That's going to increase your click-through rate, if you will. And then talk about the back end and the top of the funnel, middle of funnel, bottom of funnel strategies and stuff like that. Just create a slideshow presentation. I'm telling you, that will blow the socks off most people when it comes to Facebook ads, and you'll stand out from way more people. And that's how I would go about doing it if I was to start all over again. You can even create like a miniature 5-minute video going, like once you created this presentation, to take it even further. This is a more advanced strategy. To take it even further, you can create like a 5-minute Loom video walking through the actual same presentation I just mentioned, but on video this time. So you can actually pull up the case study, your actual, not your case study, pull up your actual PDF kind of like a thing that you've built on your computer and record your screen and actually just talk about what's on the actual screen, if you will. That's how I'd go about doing that if I was to start all over again. But anyway, guys, I hope that you've enjoyed this. And by the way, everybody says to me that or ask me, if you will, should you start Upwork if you got no stats on there? I'm like, you have to start. If you're starting anything, you're not going to be good at anything when you first get started. So your profile, when you actually first get started, won't have any stats on there. So you have to get started. When I first started, how do you think I got stats? I literally just went out and just actually started closing clients and actually built all my stats, if you will. So what you have to do, guys, is you have to start from the beginning. There is no way around that one, to be honest with you, unless you do some janky stuff and get like fake job postings. I don't really recommend that, to be honest with you. With that being said, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this, and I hope to see you guys in the next video pretty soon. If you guys are still interested in the one-to-one program, there are free spots available, because I record all my videos on the same day, which is 9th of December. Well, technically I'm recording this on the 9th of December. A little bit of a weird day, but anyway, there's free spots available for the one-to-one program, where you get to work with me one-to-one for a whole month. I come into your business, if you will, and we build it out together. It comes with a full money back guarantee, and it's pretty much infallible, because comes with a full money back guarantee. You get access to my private mobile phone for life, my actual private mobile phone, so you can contact me at any time. And it's an iteration process. If it doesn't work for you, send me what you're doing and the scripts that you're using. I will literally rewrite the scripts myself, send it back to you until you send another 200 of those. If that doesn't work, we'll just continuously do that until it works. It's science, if you will. It's just science. That's all it is. Looking at data, tweaking, changing. That's all it is. And you get to hire me out for an actual month, if you will, and actually help you build your business with you. It's a done with you program, if you will. That being said though, guys, hope you've enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys in the next video pretty soon. Don't forget to drop me a like, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget to, you know, send me a DM if you're interested or just have any questions or anything like that. I'll be happy to help you guys. That being said though, guys, hope you guys are doing well and have a Merry Christmas as well. I believe this will probably be dropping around Christmas time, so if you guys, you know, believe in Christmas and stuff like that, you know, Merry Christmas to you guys, or Happy Holidays, should I say. It's probably the best thing to say. Anyway, guys, see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to drop a like, comment, subscribe again. Peace.